Welcome, everybody. What's going on, returning friends, all you new viewers out there and lurkers alike? Welcome back to the Jurassic Park podcast live stream. Let's talk Jurassic. Tonight, we're going to be doing a bit of a top five. We're going to see what everybody's top fives are out there. And that's going to be top five things Jurassic over the course of 2021. I'm very excited and interested to hear what people are thinking about as far as like what your top fives have been over the past year. If you did not get a chance, myself and Tom Jurassic did an episode talking all about our top five. So please go check that one out. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Let's go ahead and see who's here. Let's see who we got here. It is the last stream for 2021. This is it. Last one. Only for this year. We'll be back next year. What else we got here? Jared, there's another live stream. If you guys listen to the podcast, I usually announce those kinds of things. So just goes to show who's listening and who's not. Lewis, what's going on? Jurassic Souls, how you doing? Carl's here. What's going on? And Jared brings up a good point. Still have to finish the first third. I feel like that's like two times you did it there. The first third of The Lost World. Record my thoughts and send it in. Yeah, you do. So actually, let me get that information for you here. I have it here somewhere. In regards to this upcoming Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I don't know what's the book called? The Lost World Book Club. The Lost World Book Club is coming up. So let's see here. The first part is going to be the start of the book to the third configuration. So please read from the start of the book to the third configuration and get those in before January 10th. So that's coming up soon in the next week or so. You got to have those in so we can have those in the episode. So that'll be a good one. Really, really excited to kick off the book club coming up. So definitely do that. And then whenever you get the other ones done, go ahead and read those too. And send us your thoughts. Man, my hair is like all over the place today. It's not working out. Man, it's like so stringy. What side is that? It's this side. Anyway, yeah, there we go. I don't know. It's like all messed up. But that's the book club. Please get those thoughts in as soon as you can. We got Shane here. Just got my book from Amazon yesterday, Jurassic Park: The Ultimate Visual History. Yes, awesome. That's really cool. That book is really awesome. I'm sorry, I'm like still adjusting here. I still haven't had the chance to like fully dive into that book just yet, but I've glanced through it a bunch of times and taken a look at all the inserts and stuff like that, and it is really, really awesome. So, like I said, everybody, be sure to get your top fives in and put them in the chat. I will read them. I know a lot of people were sending them to me over on Twitter, and if you did that, I'll go ahead and read them there as well. And we got Jurassic Steve. What's going on, Jurassic Steve? He's a sort of communications. J Wolf. Wait, shout out to fellow lurkers. Hey, you just broke your title. You're no longer a lurker. You're a part of the crew now. Jurassic fan is here. Just a Jurassic fan. What's up, Sean? Let's see what we got here. Anything else? Anybody else? Oh, we got, of course, we got to give a shout out to Jurassic Souls for the top five. I'll get to the comment in a second, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're killing it. Oh, it's always so nice. Whenever anybody uses a super chat, it's always so like, humbling and I'm always so thankful for it. So thank you so much, Jurassic Souls. I'll come back to your comment in a second because I want to get to that in just a minute here. But yeah, all right. So Isa Sorna Communication says, wait, is the top five? no, not wait, but what is the top 5? And Jared's like, "My top 5s? What are you talking about?" So this is the top 5, like anything Jurassic from the past year. So, 2021 from January to December, what anything. It could be a picture that was released on Twitter, could be a video game that was released, a book, a toy, a prologue, anything. The Amber Society. I'm not gonna leave that up to you guys. You choose. If that's what you want, that's what you want. It's not on my top 5, but yeah. So that's please get your top 5s in. Let me see here. I'll go ahead and put this on a banner here. Let's see, 2021 top 5. Oh, that's a percent sign. This is such a vague thing. Top 5 Jurassic things. I never know what to add instead of the word things. But there you go. Actually, let's change it. Let's change it. Top 5 2021. We'll just go with the word things. That works. Top 5 things. Okay? Top 5 things. All right. So let me get your things and send them over this way and we'll shout them out here on the show. But first off, I want to give a shout out to this week's episode. So please don't show off that you haven't been listening. Go listen to the podcast. So this is not the podcast. This is just a live stream, but we do a podcast every week. And this week, the final episode of 2021 was myself and Tom Jurassic. Tom Jurassic. He's out there doing everything in the world, Jurassic wise. So we did a top 5 Jurassic in 2021. That's a better way to put it. Maybe I should put it that way. I did put it that way. So maybe I'll do it again. Let me see. Top 5. What did I say? top 5. Top 5 2021 in Jurassic. Oh, no, Jurassic. Oh my gosh, I still messed it up. Jurassic in 2021. There we go. Okay. Top now I want to be like I want some synergy here. So top 5 Jurassic in 2021. There we go. Anyway, this week we released the episode. I had a top 5, Tom had a top 5, very different lists, and I thought that was pretty cool because we did not talk about these lists ahead of time. So we came to the table with completely different things over the past year that hit us and became our top 5. And we also did a little preview towards 2022, which we also will do here tonight as well. So yeah, so take a look at that. I won't really dive into my top 5s per se here tonight because I want you guys to go listen to that episode. Go check out the top 5 Jurassic in 2021 and the 2022 preview episode. But also, not only that, we also had Arjun Boss has a new audio drama out there. So I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to it previously. It was a long time ago on our show. We released Extinction Level Jurassic Park from Arjun. And that was an audio drama. That was like a lot of episodes, pretty long and really, really well done. So now we've got another one on the show called Amazonian Secrets Jurassic Park. That's also from Arjun. So please go check that one out. Episode 1 is out there. A few weeks back, we did the prologue episode to kind of set things up. And then it goes right into episode 1 here in this week's episode. So stay tuned for more of those in coming months and weeks or however long. But yeah, that's the episode for this week. A lot of fun stuff. And of course, I mentioned it last stream, but I did a Spider-Man No Way Home review for over on Real Fans for Real Movies podcast with my buddy Andy and Hunter, and we got to talk about No Way Home. We talked about like non-spoiler reviews and then full spoiler reviews. We dove into everything. Looks like it's an hour and 45 minutes. Go check that one out. And then I also showcased here a few videos that we did last week. So definitely go check out all that stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have been writing up your top 5s. Been wasting time letting you guys come up with your top 5 lists. So let's see. How do I feel like it's been a while, but it's only been a week. All right, here we're back. Okay. Yeah, all right. So We got some answers here. And you know what I should bring up as well? Let me go to Twitter. Uh, because I asked everybody over on Twitter as well. I said, send in some of those thoughts, the top fives, and we'll go ahead and read them for you. All right, so I'll start off with some of the Twitter ones since we're here. So let's go ahead over to Twitter. All right, so Matt here, Sickle Claw, says number one, Brad. Number two, Brad X. Number three, Cash. Number four, Jurassic World Evolution 2. And number five, the Jurassic World Dominion Parasaurolophus, I'm assuming. One of those two that were shown off. Now, I don't know how serious this list is, but I appreciate the top two spots. I'll take. That's what you meant, right? Me? You meant me, right? Definitely me. Um, wow, that's a list. I don't know if that's legit. I don't think so, but definitely shouting that one out for sure. And Carl, I think you're here still, but we got your list here. The Explorer set number one. That's a really great one. You know, this is so hard. Narrowing it down to only five things is so difficult. Because I would have added that for sure. I feel like there's the Apatosaurus too. Come on, there are so many toys. Spoiler for my review, my top five, but there's no toys on my list. So yeah, that was a good one. The Explorer's great. That whole set, the Ray Arnold set that came out this year, right? Um, Man, there's been so many good toys that are out there. And you also said fans and fandom. That's fantastic. Great. That ties a lot into like Tom Jurassic's lists a bit. And then Jurassic Park Monopoly game. Cool, cool. I never got a chance to get that one. Transformers Explorer set. Yep, that's a good one. I've got that one right here. There it is. And number five, Jurassic World previews and spoilers. There you go. There's been a lot of those spoiler things out there, right? There's been a lot of spoilers. So it's definitely been something to either, embrace or completely stay away from. And if you're a Jurassic fan and you want to participate in the community, man, it's hard. If you don't want to be spoiled. So that was Carl's. Let's see if we got anything else. Oh, Neems is out here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that, Neems. Come on. The first number one spot, Jurassic Park Pod. Number two, Jurassic Park Pod. Number three, Jurassic Park Pod. Number four, being on Jurassic Park Pod. He was on. And then the last spot is Jurassic Park Pod. Thank you so much, Neems. Another very, very serious list for your top fives. And then Andrew Roebuck here, man, really killing it with the real lists. All my top fives would be Stephen Ray Morris. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that list. That's a good list. That is a good list. I can't fault you there, Andrew. That's a good list. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, Siaka, 100% being real. Total, actually, for sure being real. No joke at all. Numbers 1 through 5, scan command is canon. Yeah. I mean, sure. Sure. There's a lot of I feel like recently there's been a lot of canon thrown out there. And not even just this is like mostly just commentating off of Siaka's post, which I know is, in jest, but like I feel like on Twitter, there's been a lot of posts in regards to like, oh, this is canon. And then I'm like, what are you talking about? No, no, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. Look at me. This is the opposite of Jeremy Renner's awe. Just like, canon. No. Anyway, All right, so those are the ones from Twitter. Just a few fun ones over there on Twitter. But let's go ahead and talk about what everybody else has over here. So, catching Esox says number one, Dominion Prologue. There you go. That's a good one. That's a good number one. Yeah, I mean, like the first time getting any kind of Dominion footage or Dominion adjacent footage, I guess, because it's not in the movie. But actually getting footage from the filming of Dominion, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And yes, I want to go back up to Jurassic Souls. Highlight this one again. Thank you so much. Jurassic Souls top 5 are number 1, interacting with the Jurassic community. That is a pretty great one right there. Number 2, interacting with the Jurassic community. Again, pretty great one. Pretty great one. Let's see what number 3 is. Interacting with the Jurassic community. Yes, that is another great one. Number 4, Brad X. Who's that? And number 5 is interacting with the Jurassic community. There you go. You guys are killing it with the real lists. The real lists. Can't get this anywhere else. All real stuff here. So thank you, Jurassic Souls. But yes, I think I think the interactions with the community this year have been fantastic. It's been a year that could have been, pretty vacant with a lot of stuff, but instead, Universal came through with a lot of hype and a lot of fun stuff. Mattel came through with a lot of releases. There's been books released. There's been posters. I'm like looking around my office and like I have so many things that I've gotten just this year. That would actually be another episode, but like I didn't think about doing that episode until right this second. But like, what are the top 5 things that you got this year? That's another fun thing. Um, I would say like the Apatosaurus, maybe that Explorer set. Um, uh, the Lost World book here, that's a good one. And the visual history book, that's 4 things, 2 toys, 2 books. What else did we get? Did I get anything else? I mean, yes, obviously. Oh, maybe like the JP3 Amber Collection Raptor. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. There's so much good stuff out there that I've gotten over the past year, merch wise. So really, really hard to say. All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we got here. Shane says the prologue is a 6-minute teaser trailer. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, same way that Battle at Big Rock is as well. Yeah, both of those combined are pretty great, great lead-ins to Dominion. Oops. We also have Jurassic Soul saying, seriously, it's hard to pick just 5. Yeah, it really, really is. There's been so many great things. I'm looking at this poster that I got, and I'm like, man, that could have been on a list. And it's just a poster. But like this year, so many great things happened that were released or took part in the community or whatever the thing is. And it's really hard because like I want to say like, a book or a poster, but like there's been a lot of good stuff this year, Let's see. Yeah, this is actually a good one. Let me pull this one up here. Tally says the whole chat joining together to get Brad to dress up as Mr. DNA takes all 5. Yeah, that was a wild one. I do have Mr. DNA right there in the corner. Yeah, and I think that was pretty fantastic. Turning it around from me dressing up as Ben, which like who wants that? I know some of you apparently did, but then turning it into Mr. DNA and then me getting the costume, you guys funded the costume and like the whole project and everything. And then we got so many community members. That was awesome. Yeah. That was so much fun. That was a blast. And I think that if I'm gonna like think about personal Jurassic things that happened this year, like podcast wise, things that we've done here on the show, the live streams. That definitely that live stream for Halloween, the Halloween episode itself, even the Christmas episode that we just did. I don't know if you guys got a chance to listen to that, but that was fantastic. I don't even know what else have we done. So many things. Let's see. All right, Lewis has got one. Let's see. Number one, Camp Cretaceous season 3. That's a good one right there. Aftermath Part 2. I like that. That's a nice addition there. Um, Jurassic World Dominion Prologue, number 3. Number 4, the visual history, very cool. And number 5, Evolution 2. Yeah, yeah. I like that. That's a pretty solid list right there. Pretty solid list. Um, can't really complain. I can complain with maybe like Evolution 2. I don't think that would definitely not be on my list. Spoilers. At the end of this, you'll be able to like narrow it down as far as what my list was. But by things that I said I haven't had on there or I think would be good or whatever. But Evolution 2 is not on my list, and I have not returned to it since, the week of the game release, unfortunately. I like literally I've had time to play video games and I've chosen not to play that one. And I've started other games. And yeah, I can't really get back to that one. It's hard. Um Isastorna Communications has a bunch of dates here. November 23rd, Prologue. Okay. December 24th, Jurassic Park and Lost World Book in One. Okay. November 9th, Evolution. July 7th, going to Universal Studios. There you go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we count maybe Jurassic Park and Lost World Book in One, it's 5. All right, there we go. I like that. Going to Universal Studios. Fantastic choice. Fantastic choice. Let's see here. Yep, me as Mr. DNA and Beetlejuice takeover was the best Halloween thing ever. Yeah. Yeah. That was a blast. Any Beetlejuice fans here in the chat, you got to go check out our Halloween episode. That one was wild. That was wild. Let's see here. Dodgson says, my top 5. Number 1, David Silva JP Outpost interview. Cool. I don't remember that. It's probably on their YouTube, right? Number 2, me finally dressing up. Hey, dressed up for you guys. Unlike today, where I was like, I don't know what to do with this hair, and this shirt is just Mr. DNA shirt. But we're here, not dressing up for you guys tonight. But number 3, Jurassic World Mattel Pentaceratops. Yeah, I have a pile of boxes over here of just like things that I've opened up for Christmas and like, I like wrapped presents and things in here and then like just have a pile of boxes, and under those boxes somewhere I think is the Pentaceratops. Sorry, it's just in a pile somewhere. But yes, I think that is a very very amazing toy. So that was very cool. I did not expect that one, and it was a nice surprise. And number 4, when we finally got Brad to agree to dress. And number 5, the prologue. Yeah. A lot of love for the prologue. I mean, that's obvious, right? If you're going to talk about the top things, that's like, that's the thing. You want Jurassic on film. And there you go. Yeah. And speaking about next summer here, Shane says next summer they are releasing Jurassic World, the ultimate visual history. Yeah. That's going to be fantastic. I really can't wait for that. You know, there's something special about the original trio of films and like that time period, in the 90s into the 2000s. And it feels like there's a wealth of information to grasp from that time period, especially at the inception of Jurassic and the original sequels and stuff like that. It feels like there's a lot of information that you fit into a massive book. And then you come to Jurassic World and I'm like, well, like how much are you going to put in there? Is it going to be as wealthy of a resource I think so. I think so. And plus the fact that it's going to have Dominion content in there as well is like a no-brainer. You got to pick that thing up. Jurassic Soul's being surprised by Amazonian secrets. I feel like I know why you're surprised. Um, it's good. It's good. Go listen to it. Go listen to it. There's some fun people in there. All right. So Jared has, let's see here. Number one, special Jurassic community events, uh, book clubs, live streams. What's the book club this year? Right? Was that this year already? Um, already. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let's see here. Jurassic World Evolution 2 after the update. See, that's the thing is I have not checked it out post updates, which is, that's my own fault. But I heard it made it a lot easier, right? It made things easier. I don't know why my hair just does not want to cooperate over here. Um, maybe just go forward. Is that any better? I don't know. No, it's still flipping out over there. Ah, all right, whatever. But yeah, the updates got to pull me in at some point. Hopefully, we'll see. Number three, the Reebok and Zavi memorabilia I received. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Reebok shoes, definitely another one um, that I think was pretty awesome. The fact that we had those really, really impressive shoes, that was really, really cool. I actually did wear mine in public. I like wore them around, and I was like, I wasn't like afraid to wear them for any reason. I didn't want to. They're such expensive shoes, and I like my collections and stuff like that. I'm like, I could keep them on a shelf, or I could wear them to Universal, which I did. So yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I tried to wear them like on a night where I'm like, it's not gonna rain, shouldn't rain tonight, so let me put them on now. Um, but you know what I did? Speaking of crossovers, I stepped in a puddle right outside of Beetlejuice, the haunted house down in Orlando. So, whoops, messed up. But yeah, and then let's see what else you have. Number four, conversations with Jurassic influencers. That's cool. Are there good influencers out there? I don't know. And number five, T Rex cake. That's a good one. I don't know what it was, but sounds fun. That's awesome. Singing "We Are the Champions" in the chat was nice. Yeah, what was that? I remember that. I feel like I was like scrolling through, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, now they're just singing. They're just singing in the chat. Carl's out here trying to make enemies. It seems like Brad and Brad X are underrated. Yeah, that's the thing is I don't know that they're underrated. If anything, Brad is underrated. And I don't mean me, but maybe. But no, the first robot, the robot dogs. Um, I think they're underrated because they kind of get lumped into what is a little bit more, exaggerated. The show has a lot of really exaggerated tech and stuff like that, whether it's, the biomes and stuff, the digital walls and all this tunneling system and just weird stuff like that. And of course the Brad X is like very out there in terms of like what it looks like and how futuristic that thing is. And but I think Brad flies like just gets kind of like lumped into all that stuff and flies under the radar a little bit because that thing is actually pretty cool. And I think if they had stuck with that, it would have been a completely different reaction for me. Because I think those are awesome. I do. Let's see here. We got another one. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up something else while we're doing this. Jurassic fan says my top fives are number one, 3 seasons of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Yes, yes. I remember looking back on this year because I made a big long list, which maybe I can bring that up at some point. But I made a massive list of what happened over the course of 2021. And the fact that at the beginning of the year, January 22nd, we had season 2. And you're like, "Whoa, season 2 came out this year? What?" That feels like years ago. It feels like years ago. But the fact is, Camp Cretaceous only came out at the end of last year. So season 2 was in January, season 3 was in May, and then season 4 in December. So that's crazy that we got 3 seasons of Camp Cretaceous this past year. Number 2, interacting and talking with the Jurassic community. Again, that's another one that like everybody's serious about. It's a really good one. Number 3, the prologue, of course. Number 4, new Mattel figures with capture gear. Yeah, yeah. The capture gear, and the Pentaceratops being your favorite. Yeah, the capture gear was a big one. Like the fact that that came out with the Caradontosaurus and the T-Rex. What else? Did it come out with anything else? Probably. Pentaceratops. That capture gear is fantastic. I really love it. I think that, that would have been added. That would have been nice added in a long time ago, but I'm glad that we got it in this off year that, a year where not a lot is happening, but like they're throwing all these little things to us that are just fantastic. So capture gear was a really, really nice addition for this year. Um, and the Explorer set number 5. Yeah. The Explorer set, it's an interesting one because, I don't know if you went Christmas shopping or anything like that. Um, that thing was everywhere. It was all over the place. In Target, specifically, that's really the only store I went to search for anything. But it was everywhere. There was like tons of them. So I don't know. I wonder how that's gonna fare, you know, when all's said and done with packs like that, legacy packs. Um, because I think at first it was killing it. I mean, the pre-orders did must have done really well, because that was a Beyond the Gates item, right? Wasn't it? I think so. And then they started showing up in stores like 2 at a time or so, and then the holidays came around and there was just tons of them. And I don't know that they sold all that well over the holidays, but hopefully that doesn't skew the overall like thoughts on the sets and stuff like that for the future. But yeah, it is a really fantastic set. I mean, the fact that we have that, we got Timmy, another T-Rex, but it's a great set with that Explorer. It looks fantastic. I've got 3 of them in here, I think. God. But yeah, let's see what else we got here on your list. Where's my page? Um, oh, that was it. All right, so our resident lurker no longer says number 1, Jurassic World Dominion prologue, good one. Number 2, the visual history. Number 3, the Entertainment Weekly photos. Yeah, that's a good one. I think if you just lump it in with like the photo teases and stuff like that, I think there's been a lot of really great teases. Especially like recently, there's been so many different things between Claire and the Therizinosaurus, the Atrociraptor with Owen, um, Parasaurolophus, and then Colin sharing a Parasaur, and what else? There was that boat picture with Owen and Barry. There's been like little teases here and there. Even I think you could like kind of look into that Christmas card that Colin shared. There's a little bit of maybe some teases in that thing as well. But there's been a lot of really cool imagery coming out, and yeah, pretty grateful for all that. Number 4 was Camp Cretaceous seasons 3 and 4. Interesting. You left off season 2 there. Wonder why. Um, Evolution 2 as well for number 5. And yeah, when you're looking forward to 2022, season 5, that's a big one to look forward to. Like, when does it debut? That's what we need to know. When is it coming? Is it coming before? Is it coming after? Is it gonna be the end? Is it gonna be the end? What else we have? like that could be in that season. There's, if it is the end, then they got to wrap it up somehow, and they got to really hone it in and figure out, how do we conclude this series? Um, and then, there's a lot of lingering threads there from season 4 that you could, tie up there. So I'm really interested to see what they do there. Um, yeah, let's see. Lewis, I'm gonna like gonna have to put you in timeout. Like I'm gonna send you to your room. Go to your room, Lewis. Stop it. Stop with the cannon. Twitter pics, and you too, Carl. Go to your bed. That's like I just made you a dog that time. Go to your place, your bed. Twitter pictures and memes are canon. No, the only thing that is canon is me. Hey, we got Emily here. What's up? Oh, and here you are. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been great. And actually the past few days not so great. But but the holiday portion was great. My daughter's been sick over the past few days, so we're just trying to keep her healthy and stuff like that. So yeah, but outside of that, it's been great, and I'm looking forward to 2022 crossing into that timeline. So hopefully 2022 will be good. But I hope you've been well as well, and same to your family. So happy holidays, and thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, this is an interesting one. JP3's 20th anniversary. Yeah, and I think you could add Stuck on Sorna, the podcast from Daniel there. I think you could add that onto like a list of amazing things from 2021. You know, that's been um that's been a really fun show. I actually didn't listen to the latest one, but that's been really fun to listen to those breakdowns. I've been I think on every episode. I don't know if I was on the latest one or not, but yeah, I've really enjoyed being on that show, hearing myself along with people that literally made Jurassic Park 3, and just all the work that Daniel put into that show is incredible. So that's been a fantastic one, and 20th anniversary kind of just like flew by otherwise, like really nothing happened, unfortunately, which is strange. But, what are you going to do? Taylor's here. What's up, Taylor? All right. So Jurassic Steve has a list here. Number 1, season 3 of Camp Cretaceous. Number 2, the prologue. Number 3, Jurassic Park. No, wait, Jurassic Podcast. I'm confused. What is happening? Number 3 is Jurassic Podcast. Okay, well, thank you. And number 4, the history book. And number 5, Evolution 2. Yeah, it's so hard. Like you want to kind of branch out and think of things that are a little bit different. Um, but when it comes to your top things, it's really hard to get around that. What's up? Forever Malone. How you doing, dude? Let's see. Emily, every single one on my list is Rexy in the prologue looking like a legit Stan Winston model rather than a CGI disaster. Oh, come on. Rexy's not that bad. There's definitely some really bad shots throughout Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom, but I do like a lot of what she looked like for the most part. But yeah, there's a few scenes that are like, oh, that's a disaster. Oh, that's rough. But yeah, at least from what we've seen from this prologue, no disasters in sight as far as the Rex is concerned. So Rex is looking great. whether it was 65 million years ago or today. So I'm very excited by the CG of Dominion and how that film is just looking incredibly beautiful. So if the prologue is anything to consider, it seems like Dominion's going to look beautiful. Caleb's here. What's going on? And Caleb's list. Let's look at the list here. Number 5, new Jurassic World Dominion images. Yes, that's a good one. Number 4 is new toys. Number 3, Jurassic World store at Universal Orlando. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That tribute store was fantastic. I mean, I uh I may have given that a shout out on this week's episode. But the tribute store, yeah, like when you walk in there, it's just pure Jurassic from start to finish, and it's beautiful. Walking into like a control room for Jurassic World and seeing the coaster on the screen and tour vehicles and all kinds of really cool imagery and stuff like that, videos playing all around the room and just, big signs and stuff like that, and all the merch spread around there, and then transitioning out of Jurassic World into the Jurassic Park, like you've like wandered into the deteriorating Jurassic Park area, which is really, really cool to see props and stuff like that from the films. So yeah, that tribute store was amazing. Number 2, season 3. Yep, season 3. I feel like the consensus from 2021 is that season 3 is probably the best season. That's what I would say. So that would be my number 1 for Camp Cretaceous seasons over 2021. Not saying it's my number 1 on my list, my top 5, but it's definitely something that I think is the better of those 3 seasons. So number 1, the prologue, yeah. And Caleb, there's something on my list that you did not mention, and I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Very surprised. You might need to rethink your list a little bit. But yeah, there's something on my list that I was like, all right, I'm so happy this is something that we got this year. Uh, yeah, evolution. Yeah, oop. It's it's something. All right, and Taylor's list. Velocicoaster number 1. Look at that. That's a good one. That ride is incredible. It's the best coaster I've ever been on, and not it has nothing like the fact that it's the best coaster has nothing to do with it being Jurassic themed. Um, if that was Harry Potter themed or Seuss themed or anything Marvel, it would be my favorite coaster. But it is Jurassic themed, so that definitely helps it a little bit. But it would be no matter what. It's the best coaster out there. Number 2, Dominion Prologue. Number 3, the Tribute Store, another one there. Finally getting some universal love in these lists. Number 4 is Evolution 2. Number 5, Camp Cretaceous season 3 and 4. But still, so that's the second list we've seen season 3 and 4 not remember or not adding season 2. So season 2 is not getting as much love here today, but season 3 definitely, and season 4 a little bit. I dig it. I dig it. Let's see here. We also have Siaka coming back with. No, you already did your list, Siaka. Come on. What do you can't do 2 lists. You can't I know you put out your list, so we're gonna, we'll review it here. Scan command is canon. That's what you said. That's what you said. So you got to stick to that list. Um, but you also said number 1, Sam Neill defending JP3. I don't remember that. What happened? What did he say? I don't remember what he said. Trying to think. Nope, not ringing a bell. Number 2, JP3 Pteranodons and Raptors getting recognition from the franchise. Yeah, yeah. I think and The Amber Collection did a fantastic job with the raptor and the pteranodon. I think those are two of the best ones that they've made. Specifically, that raptor is so good. So definitely. And number three, you know what stinks about number two is the Lost World not getting great recognition for the Amber Collection tiger stripe, which it did get recognized subtly, but like not in the way that the JP3 Raptor did, because that one was so much better than the Tiger Stripe Raptor. Number three, season four being suspiciously similar to a JP3 video game. Yeah. What video game? Number four, JP3 is 20 years old now. Yeah. That's old. That's old. Why? Why do I remember seeing a movie from 20 years ago in a theater? Like, and number five, realizing I love GP3. That took you a long time. It's almost like it took you like 20 years or so to figure that out. What took you so long? Um, yeah, okay. All right, so we got this one here. Causal Kraken. Did I say that right? Um, Number one, Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, yeah, like I said, if you combine like the seasons 2 through 4, like that's fantastic that we got 3 seasons in 1 year. Number 2, the prologue. Yep. Uh, oh wait. I'm confused. Wait. Okay. No, because I see. All right. So wait, is it a tie? Camp Cretaceous season 2, maybe, and Dominion prologue at number 1, maybe. Number 2, we'll just skip to number 2, Jurassic World Evolution 2. The thing is, there's way too many numbers. Way too many numbers in these lists. Not just you, but like the fact that there's like Evolution 2, there's seasons 2 through 4 of Camp Cretaceous. There's Jurassic Park 3 celebrating 20 years. It's like, and now there's $1,000 in here apparently. Uh, so Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a great game. Now, I like that inclusion of now. Yeah. We'll see. I still have not given it another shot. Number 3, cosplaying as JP Handler with Stag Baby, puppet at Universal. Spent $1,000. Yikes. That's fantastic, though. I got to see those pictures. Maybe I have. I don't know. That'd be weird if you just didn't share. I mean, I just said maybe I have, but number 4, season 3 of Camp, just Camp. That show Camp. I don't know if you've seen that show. It's a really good show. Season 3 is fantastic. Camp 3. Wait, now you're really getting me with all the numbers here. So this is season 3 of Camp 3. Oh, so Camp 3. I don't know that show. I've never heard of that one. Number 5 is Jurassic Park, the ultimate visual history. Very good. A very confusing list, but I like it nonetheless. Yeah, I'm always going to vouch for Brads out there. You got to stick up for your fellow Brads. I hate saying my name. I really wish they didn't name it that. But they did, so I'm grateful. um, and Velocico, number 6. Oh, you gave another number. Oh my gosh, number 6, Velocicoaster special mention. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Jared, don't. What are you starting? What are you starting? You're gonna campaign for me to dress up as a Brad X Inator for next Halloween. Brad with a metal Brad X endoskeleton. Huh? Hopefully, can I see out of this costume? That's a good question because I could not see out of the Mr. DNA costume. As long as I can see out of a Brad X Inator. Inator. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Whoa. Cretaceous Dave on the other account. No time to listen. Just popping in to wish you all a happy new year. Dave, it's the last one of the year. Where are you? Oh, man. Well, thanks for popping in at least. Happy New Year, DMO. What's up, Adrian? How you doing? Nice picture. Oh no, it begins. It begins. Oh my gosh, it begins. Let's do it. Trying to read as many comments as I can, but it's hard to get through them all. I'm gonna. I'm not gonna physically harm Lewis. Don't worry. Go to your room, Lewis. Uh, yeah, Dodson brings up a good point here, which I got to clean off my glasses because my finger touched them. And this says, hold on, let me get really close to the screen. Amazing. I can't read any more than one word because I have to back up. Amazing. To be honest, I'm dreading 2022 because I'm about to go bankrupt on all the merch. LOL. But I got an amazing score. A Series 2 Young Rex for $50. Ooh, cool. But yeah, 2022 is going to be rough. What is my hair doing? I can't stand it. I got to cut this stuff. I got to cut it. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be wild. You know, the fact that Mattel has never stopped. That's a factor. You know, I at this point I don't know what to do because I have stuff just piling up in here, collectibles and things. So yeah, it's gonna be rough. Might have to get rid of some stuff. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just reading some stuff here. That's funny. Emily again. Thank you so much, Emily. I said what I said. I stand by my list. Yeah, Rexy, looking great in Dominion, but not so great otherwise, in other places. You gotta stand by it, you know, you said it, it's out there in the world. Um, but yeah, I'm very puzzled by this next one. It says, "I joined the Jurassic Park podcast this year." You did? Where? What? When? I don't Where was I? What? I'm confused. Who are you? Um Dodgson, thank you so much, Dodgson. Brad's Mr. DNA costume is canon. It is. It is canon. And I come bearing my Mr. DNA shirt because I am canon and my costume, my Mr. DNA is canon. I should not suggest this, but I should like somehow edit out all the scenes of Mr. DNA in Jurassic Park and then just put myself in there as my green screen costume. Yeah. Okay, so Yaroslav's cheating. Number one, first minute of the Lost World. Did they release that in 2021? No. Let me ask you this. What about the second minute? Did they release that in 2021? No. What about the third minute? Did they release that? No. And the fourth minute? No. And the fifth minute? Yeah, they definitely that was released this year. Um Hey Gregory, I'm hyped for blocking you. Bye. Uh, let's see here. I'm gonna have to report this one. When you're doing these things all by yourself, it's kind of hard to keep up with all the comments here. But yeah, Gregory Brown. Bye. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Cretaceous Dave back. Uh, despite not being able to hang out and listen, still giving a list, and it's just me as Mr. DNA 1 through 5. Oh, oh my gosh, yes, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, you guys are super awesome. I really, really appreciate all of you for helping out and supporting the show and making all this possible. So thank you so much. And Yeah, maybe we should do a little surprise in a minute here. Trying to catch up here on this list. Sorry about that. There's a lot of bad comments here. My bad. Uh, let's see here. All right, so going over to Lewis. Lewis says my hype list for 2022: Jurassic World Dominion, obviously. Uh, number two, Jurassic World Dominion viral marketing. I'm looking at at you, Yaroslav. Number three, Camp Cretaceous season 5, and that's it. So just three things. Only looking forward to those three things. Let's see here. Yep, 2022 is going to be great. Apparently, my upcoming Halloween costume needs to be metal. Ouch. Yeah, we need some Brad X toys. We need Brad toys and Brad X toys. Sounds weird. But let's get it going. And there we go, Caleb. You caught up. You caught up. Tied for number one is the new music we've gotten from Giacchino, especially the prologue. There you go. There you go. Getting the score tease, was that even, yeah, it was this year, right? Because now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, was that this year? This year has been so long. Like, it really has. Like, usually I feel like I could say, man, this one just blew right by. Not this time. I don't feel like it did this time. It's been very long. Um, and yeah, that music I believe came out this year, and the fact that we had like two score teases, one from Giacchino, teasing the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World theme and kind of changing it up a little bit, and then of course the video game tease from Trevorrow with that brand new music, and then of course the prologue music was fantastic. Man, it was so good. And yes, you heard it here. Twitter pictures are canon for sure, definitely, obviously, for sure. Um, Yaroslav, your Blu-ray released those minutes of the Lost World to me earlier this year. Yeah, sure. There you go. Yeah, that's fair. If you bought a new DVD, fine, that works. Add it to the list. Uh, Use Sort of Communications. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, the thing is you can't see the comments that I saw because they came from Facebook. So, I get in my software here, I get all the comments from all the places. So, except for Twitter, I don't know if there's any comments over there. Because we do stream it over on Twitter as well, but we had a bunch of comments from Facebook, so blocked. Um, and I wrote down the name here, so if you're still watching, peace out. Um Anybody? Let's see here. Yeah, but all right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna let you guys do a song. Okay, you guys go do a song, and I'm gonna pause for a minute, and don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after the break. All right. So let me just put up the screen for a minute, and then I'll be right back. Okay. I swear, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right. Here we go. There we go. I had to use my nose to unmute that because I can't touch the mic thing with these. Hey, hold on. Let's go back in. Here we go. Special Mr. DNA treat for y'all. I can sort of see. Well, look at here. It's me, Mr. Oh, I can't scroll. Again, there's the problem. I can't scroll. Back. Well, my arms are like a little crushed. Yep, this is great because I don't have my green screen up, so you just get a green, just a blob or a blue blob, I guess. All right, we're back. I wish I could like touch my mouse and my mouse with these fingers, but I can't. Yeah, it doesn't work. No, you guys are singing Back in Black? That's the song? That's the song you chose? Can you imagine if that costumes effect worked in person? That'd be hard. Yeah, if this like I put this green screen suit on, and then as soon as I like zipped it, it was just like and just turned blue and looked like the Mr. DNA background. Yeah, that would be pretty wild. But yeah, this is what it this is me normally. Hey guys, look how weird this is because you can see my glasses and my nose. And it's super stretched out. because I don't have it on all the way. But yeah, that's what I had to do all the Halloween stream. But yeah, anyway, it's been a fun stream. So Mr. DNA going into retirement for the time being. Still, I'll keep the costume around here. There it is. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, Mr. DNA. Goodbye. It's been great seeing you here, folks. Have a happy holiday and what's the thing? What do they say? A happy new year. All right, there's the costume. One last appearance from Mr. DNA, and my hair is out of control yet again. So that's it. Mr. DNA isn't real. Sorry to burst the bubble here. Oh, I got to turn this green screen effect off. Yeah, it was me, guys, the whole time. It was me, Mr. DNA. Uh, but yeah, it's been a fun stream, everybody. You guys singing Back in Black, having a grand old time over here. Y'all had to look up the lyrics. Oh gosh. A little creepy. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. How is this possible? Yeah. Yeah, it was the suit is green. Obviously you saw that, but yeah. There is no Brad, there's only Mr. DNA. Yeah. I think about that a lot when watching Spider-Man movies because he's always on his phone. And I'm like, how is he doing this? Even in the game, he's just like he's just on Subway, just looking at his phone. I'm like, I mean, yeah, he built that costume, so I guess he just probably just added like a little feature to be able to swipe. But yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I can't wait for the Amber Society episode or season 2 where they ask who cameos as Mr. DNA in JP8. Me, guys, it was me the whole time. But yeah, it's been fun, everybody. I'm gonna go. After that, that's all I can give you guys. So hopefully 2021 has been good to everybody out there, Jurassic fans. And I think 2022 is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to all the content that we'll have to discuss with you guys, all the pictures and videos and movies and video games, all the good stuff. Camp Cretaceous season 5 and whatever else, the music. We've got so much stuff to discuss in 2022. So we got to figure out how to cover this all. I don't know how we're going to handle it. There's a lot of stuff. So that's it. I'm still reading your comments. Anyway, please, if you're new here, if you've never seen this before, go follow our podcast and go listen to it. So I don't catch you in a lie when you say you don't know what the top 5 list is. Anyway, you can find that online. Go to JurassicParkPodcast.com. You can find everything over there. We've got links to all the places where you can stream it and where you can find our videos and all that good stuff. We've got at Jurassic Park Pod on Twitter, at Jurassic Park Podcast on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook and TikTok as well. Posting a little bit of things over there. Not so much on Facebook, but yeah, whatever. Don't do Facebook. And then listen to the podcast on whatever streaming service you want to listen it to. I can't talk anymore. It's been too long. Listen to it on whether that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Also speaking of Spotify, you can actually leave reviews on Spotify. So even if you don't listen on Spotify, do a favor, go over to the show, search for the Jurassic Park podcast on Spotify, and there's like a little button that you can press right under the show where you can leave us a review. So please go leave us a 5-star review over on Spotify. That would be great. That'd be fantastic. And you can listen all over the place. So please go check out the show, and you'll hear more content similar to this, a little bit different, and you'll get to hear my top 5 as well as Tom Jurassic's top 5. So we gave very different lists on the show. Mine mostly focused on things that have been released, and Tom mostly focused on a lot of community and podcast stuff, which I thought that was great, a great combo. So it was a lot of fun. So thank you so much for watching us. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year. Hopefully everybody had a great Christmas. Happy New Year. Peace. You're welcome for the fun stream. Stay safe, stay Jurassic. Definitely stay safe out there, everybody. It's getting rough again, it seems like. So we'll see you all next year. You're all commenting all the same things. See you guys next year. Happy New Year. Holiday, good holiday. And yeah. Yes, goodbye 2021, and hopefully 2022 can be a little bit better. But yeah, Jurassic Dave out there knows how you can have fingertips that work by putting conductive thread. You can wait. I don't know. I'm not making it. You do it. Make me some. And I'll put it on the Mr. DNA costume for next time. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.